can teach you how to get paid, how to get by.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Test 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Goodson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Isaiah Likely the target that time, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guy's getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week one, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Rig alert, Dragon 60. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Hyatt has got it. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now it's Jackson. To the right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Trap 60.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete here.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Goodson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Warrior 70.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that
is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Now is a punter, Jordan Stout. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
2nd and 10. And that's complete to Gates. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Allen finds Hyatt. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. Caught by Gates, left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Cougar 19. Hurt. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
It's a big play there for Baltimore.
And even 40 yards. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now Jackson on first down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having...
Oh, and now meanwhile, on the tackle, some words back and forth. A penalty flag is out. Let's see what this is all about.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Change it.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, hey. You. You are X. You are X.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down, Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
18, pioneer.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That was complete out to Michael Mayer.
with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
His throw caught right around the 6.
Well, it's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
7 Pirates!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now 2nd and 5.
Dragon 60! Go!
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Street. Ready.
Here we go on 4th down. And just shutting him off there. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Gates with the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward.
Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That goes for a gain of 31.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. we're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyler Goodson, 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throw caught by Flowers.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On play action, they'll throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Well, now they'll try the end around.
Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. But what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller,
You may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 11 now. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Dobbins. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
19 seconds. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneers. Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Ryan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's the Mayer, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Raiders, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they'll get to stay home again.